The Olympics show on OTB Sports with Indeed, proud partner of Team Ireland.
All right, you're welcome along to the Olympic show on Off the Ball on another memorable day for Irish boxing. Kelly Harrington will be going for gold on Sunday morning in Tokyo. She has won her semi-final in the early hours of this morning. That means she is guaranteed a silver medal, but she don't care about that. She just wants herself a gold medal, and that will come bright and early on Sunday morning when she takes on Beatriz Ferreira of Brazil in the gold medal bout. We'll check in with Niamh Tallon of hersport.ie in a while. We'll run through everything that's been going on with the Irish athletes over the past 24 hours. Great day as well for Natalia Coyle in the modern pentathlon, while the golfers have given themselves a chance in the heat over in Tokyo. This is, as I say, the Olympic show. It's live 5 o'clock every single day of the week for the next couple of weeks as we get into the final days of the Tokyo Olympics. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and on the OTB Sports app. It's all with thanks to Indeed, who are proud to support Team Ireland at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Indeed believes the world works better when people are given every opportunity to unleash their true talents. You can use the hashtag Talent Unleashed. Right now, I'm delighted to go live to Tokyo to be joined by a Irish Olympic medalist. Aidan Walsh is on the line. How are you keeping, Aidan?
I'm doing great, thanks, Nathan. How are you doing yourself?
I'm all right. Not quite as good as you, though. Olympic medalist. I can't imagine you're tired of hearing it just yet.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It hasn't even sunk in yet, to be honest. As I say, we're still in the village here now, and we're here obviously supporting Kelly and I going all the way, but for myself, it's hard to believe I'm in the situation that I'm in now, like sitting here, an Olympic bronze medalist. It's incredible.
Where's the medal?
The medal. Actually, I was actually meant
I know you can show us the injuries in a moment. If you've got to get up, you can leave it there. We'll see it in a little while. I'm surprised you don't have it on every moment of the day.
No, it's just one of them ones. It's so hard to believe, actually, because they actually brought me the case today. So they did. So you get like a wee box and stuff for it, and they've actually have it in that there. So that's where it is. It's just behind me, or I'll grab it towards the end. But no, it's amazing. Like it's absolutely brilliant to be sitting here. But the medal, like in the Olympic Games, and it's incredible. So I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely over the moon.
I think everyone has loved watching you both in and out of the ring, yourself and Michaela, and the attitude and the joy that you have got from going to an Olympic Games. And in one way you could look back at the last week in a bittersweet way. Maybe in time you will, because you have yourself a bronze medal. It could have been potentially so much more. Right now, is it just pure joy for a bronze medal, or is there a part of you thinking what might have been?
Of course, like it's unfortunate what happened. Obviously, God knows what would have happened. Obviously, no one knows, and no one will ever know, because obviously what happened. But just in that moment, because it was just such an amazing moment for myself, it just obviously years and years in the making, in that moment of when you hear the decision, when you win an Olympic medal, just that excitement of jumping that high. I don't think I've ever jumped that high in my life. I don't think I'll ever jump that high again in my life.
Was it in honour of Michael Carruth?
Oh, of course. Like if you look at obviously Michael Carruth too, and Michael Conlon too, when he won his medal, and even in previous fights that I've done that in fights that mean a lot to me. But I sure won't be doing it again in the future. I know that from experience now. I'll not be doing it again. But it was obviously just in the heat of the moment. Obviously, I think a lot of people in that situation would have done the same. Because it's just obviously years and years of hard work and just dedicating myself to boxing. But listen, I'm just looking. I always try to look at the positives in life in general. And I'm sitting here an Olympic bronze medalist, and it's absolutely amazing.
It sure is. It sure is. At the same time, like the frustration, I'm sure. When did you realise that, something has gone badly wrong here?
There's plenty of photos, actually. There's a photo, and it's my ankles are literally like that. So they are both ankles. And as I say, I fractured the right one, and I badly damaged the left one, bad ligament damage in the left one. So it was just one of the things we just tried to when we got back into the village, we just tried to get everything sorted. Obviously got x-rays and stuff, and it came up obviously the damage of it, and tried to do everything we could, and it was physically impossible. We waited the last minute as we could, to see if it was possible to get into the ring, and it was just physically impossible. So it was just one of them things that I couldn't change. Obviously, I wanted to get into the ring, and I was obviously forced to withdraw from the tournament. So it was just one of them things. But it is what it is, and it's just unfortunate. But I'm happy to be sitting here now with an Olympic bronze medal.
Can you show us there? I think you've got one of the legs in a moon boot. Is that it?
Actually, do have one of my legs in a boot? So do. Yep.
Right.
So it's just one of them ones, but as I say, I'm sitting here now.
Yeah.
I'm full of joy now. But obviously, it's nothing I can do much more, and I just have to reflect back and actually realise what I've achieved. I don't think I probably will realise that till another few months, maybe a few years, maybe. But
yeah,
it's amazing. It's something that I'll always remember for the rest of my life.
You say, listen, you celebrate like that before when you've got big wins. It could have happened, weeks, months before the Olympics, and the seriousness of the injury rules you out, and you don't end up with that bronze medal. So there is so much to celebrate. When you found out, because obviously there's so much rumour going around, and the hours afterwards as to just how serious it is, and obviously being played down on the outside, and the expectation you will be able to go in against Pat McCormick. When you're told by the doctors and the physios, it's just not going to happen, who's around you? Is it a difficult phone call home to your parents? Are there tears in the camp? How are you all?
It was just physically impossible. That's what it just comes down to. It was with the injury. It was physically impossible to do it, and it was just obviously one of them things that it was completely out of my control. So at the end of the day, I'm just here now to support Kelly, go all the way. And obviously, we were up to fight today. Today was the first. Obviously, I was able to go up yesterday and get my medal. And then I was obviously able to go up today to the face and support Kelly now. So it's great just to be able to support, obviously, other teammates and Kelly obviously do the business on Sunday night for the gold medal. So it's amazing that I get to do this opportunity at this time in my career too. Obviously, having the bronze and then going even further to support my teammates, do everything. So it's amazing.
You've had to wait a while from your last fight to finally getting your hands on the medal. Can you talk about yesterday, getting up on that podium, finally getting your hands and getting a bronze medal around your neck, just what it meant and the emotion of the occasion?
Oh, it was amazing. It was something that obviously you picture in your head since you're a young kid, and you just obviously see yourself doing that. Like I always remember picturing myself standing on podiums and standing with medals and stuff. And to be actually standing there on an Olympic stage, on the podium at the Olympic Games, is something. Obviously, you feel it, but when it actually happens, it doesn't even seem real. Before you do it, you're making itself seem real, and then when it actually is real, it doesn't seem real. So it's one of them ones where you just have to pinch yourself and say, I'm standing on an Olympic podium here with an Olympic medal around my neck, with other top athletes in the world, and it's an incredible feeling and something that I'll always remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and all the more special that you can have Michaela there with you as well, because so many athletes have had to travel to these games by themselves and don't have their families there, and it's the real shame of these games that family, friends haven't been able to attend, and people who supported you all the way through haven't been there by your side. But for you to have family there just makes it all the more special, I'm sure.
Oh, it's amazing. Even the last sort of few years since I've been on the high performance, to be doing it alongside my sister has obviously made it so much special to me and to her and to my family, and just makes it that a bit easier having a bit of peace of home beside you. And obviously we do everything together anyway, so it's just one of them things. It's absolutely amazing, and the support that she gives me is amazing, and obviously vice versa. It's just an amazing sort of feeling that is help. It just helps along the way and helps the whole journey and helps everything go along with it.
We had Michaela on the show last week just after you secured the bronze medal. I'll play you a clip. You won't be surprised. She was very proud.
I can't really describe it. It's a joy I've never felt before. Obviously Aidan, I've grew up with him my whole life and he's my best friend, but to see him win an Olympic medal is just something so special to me. And I say it's one of the greatest moments of my life, seeing him achieve that. It's just, I can't really describe the feeling. It's just, it's unbelievable, so it is.
And when you were beaten in your own fight on Monday, you said you would be there in the arena shouting loudest for Aidan over the course of his fights.
Yeah.
It's fair to say you lived up to your end of the bargain, because there were a couple of times this morning when the cameras went up to you and you were right up off your seat. You had the flag up above your shoulders and you were making as much noise as you could.
A lot of people know me for that. Even you can ask Emmett. No one wants to sit beside me or stand beside me when he's fighting. I'm like a different person. But I've got totally calmed down a wee bit. But he's had that throughout his whole career. I've always been so supportive of him and just shouting in for him. I feel like it's something that I have to do, not only as a boss but as a big sister. I feel like I have to support him in that way. But I think he enjoys it and he likes it, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be too far telling me off. But I know a few people just don't like to be around me when they get into that. But it's just amazing. So it is.
Yeah, that is Michaela Walsh talking last week, just after Aidan had won the bronze medal. Aidan is with us here on the Olympic show. Aidan, the closeness of your relationship, like, you just take it for granted. Not all siblings have that. You know, quite often there's a bit of rivalry there. It seems from reading about your upbringing that maybe at one stage it started out that she was almost a second mammy to you and was keeping a close eye on you and keeping you on the straight and narrow, whereas now it is more a true brother-sister relationship.
Oh, of course, like growing up, obviously, when you're younger and stuff, most people like around our area was just scared of my big sister. So it wasn't ever like, my big brother. It was my big sister. So it was just amazing to have that. And even just growing up with such an amazing role model, like, that's where I get everything from. Like, that's where I get the discipline I have, the commitment I have, and the dedication that I have, because I see Michaela doing that for years and years and years consistently. So it's amazing to have that, and above all, not just as an athlete, as a person, she's a good person. She's a good human being, and for me, that's the way we were brought up, where to try and be the good people first and foremost, to do the right things, to be nice to people, to treat people with respect, and for me anyway, regardless of medals and trophies and belts or whatever you say, if you're a good person, I think that's the main thing in life. So a lot of other things come after that, but first and foremost, she's a good person. She's a great person, and it's amazing to have someone like that in my life and on the journey with me too.
Yeah, your parents, I think it's Damien and Martine, is it?
Yeah, Damien and Martine.
They must be, firstly, obviously incredibly proud of what you achieved, but you talk about the dedication that you both have. Like, that presumably doesn't come from nowhere. You don't just wake up one day and have that level of dedication. It comes from seeing it around the house when you're growing up. When you think back, was your house different from other houses around in terms of what was expected from you as children, in terms of what your parents were doing that instilled that level of dedication and hard work?
I think we're just a working class family, like from the area we're from, and we're from West Belfast, and just from a working class family. Like, my mum and dad both work. Like, my dad works in stores, and my mum is works in the school as a lunch lady. It's one of them things that you just, it comes with it. You just see, like, growing up, that I guess this is where my family came from. This is what we're working class people. We're just trying to do our best in life. So to treat everyone you meet with respect, and to have discipline in your life, and to be a good person first and foremost, that was instilled in us. Like most working class areas, that's instilled in you to work hard and to stay disciplined and be a good person. So of course, my mum and dad play a huge role in my life, and obviously growing up, it was amazing to have such great parents, great sisters, and I'm fortunate enough as well to have a great girlfriend who supports me so much too, and obviously great coaches around me too. But it's amazing. I just honestly, like, I'm just so lucky, not in terms of boxing. I am so lucky in boxing too, but in life in general, I'm just so lucky to have the people that I have in my life at this minute, like, and growing up, and I can't tell you how lucky I am, seriously.
Yeah, it's a brilliant attitude you have. All those people are desperate for you to come home. Most of the athletes, from what we can gather, have had to leave Tokyo within 48 hours. But is it because you're all part of the one boxing team? You can all stay right till the very end and be there as a pretty vocal support for Kelly Harrington on Sunday?
Yeah, well, Kelly's fight's obviously on Sunday, so we'll all be there supporting her. It's all great. I know all the boxers are still here as a team, so it's great. So there's only a few days left now. We've been away for 6 weeks. It's hard to believe, 6 weeks we've been away from home. We were at a 3-week training camp in Miyazaki, and then we've been here for 3 weeks. So it'll be great coming home. I'm really looking forward to getting home. And there was a wee interview we done there, and they were asking what will you do when we get home, and I said I'll go to my caravan and with my girlfriend and with the dog, and look forward to having the Chinese and a tin of Coke and just the simple things in life. And that's what I'm really looking forward to. And obviously the support's been amazing. Like, so during the fights and stuff, you're not really on your phone or on social media and stuff. So when you go on to social media, like after, like, I'm like, what? All these people text me. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so much support, and it's incredible. Like, it's just one of them ones, like, it's unbelievable. I never believed this would have happened to me. And obviously, to be an Olympic bronze medalist, it's amazing, and to have the support of so much people and people texting and saying we're so proud of you and stuff. It's incredible. Like, it seriously is. It's something that you always try. Obviously, when you're younger, you're seeing it happen to other people, and
yeah,
obviously, it's not. This is only what I do. Like, it's not who I am as a person. Obviously, I'm just like a nice, quiet person, but I like to think so. Just like sort of staying quiet and just getting on with it. But they see the support that I'm getting. It's crazy. I don't know. I just feel very, very lucky. Seriously, like, I'm very grateful for it all. Like, it's just crazy.
Is the caravan heading for the beach?
It is, and I can't wait. I'm going to be doing some fishing and stuff, and I'm just going to be doing lots of stuff. I just can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. As I say, since COVID started, obviously before COVID, we had that tournament where it got cancelled. So we were training for months before that too, and then that happened. Then through COVID, we were training. I always be training anyway, so it's great for me. But I'm just looking forward to a good break and just a bit of downtime with the girlfriend and with the family and friends.
Yeah, the girlfriend clearly has plans for you then. The parents probably have plans. There'll be agents getting involved. You're going to be a bit of a star when you go back to West Belfast. You got to mind yourself now and make sure you don't lose the run of yourself, and you get that bit of quiet time.
Oh no, definitely. Like, as I say, like, it's hard to believe. Like, I'm just usually just like doing the simple things in life. I don't like getting too ahead of myself. I just try to stay in the moment. So, like, I don't know. It seems strange, like, even people wanting to do interviews and stuff already. I'm like, what do you want to do an interview with me for? Like, it's crazy. It's seriously.
You're an Olympic medalist. Get used to it.
No, it's seriously, like, it's crazy. And like, people text, like, I got a tweet from the president the other day and stuff, and it's like, what? Like, the president's, what? I don't know. It's just like, why would they be interested in me? Like, I just do a bit of boxing from time to time, and just happen to be here, and oh, it's amazing. Seriously, it's amazing. I can't even describe it. Like, it's seriously amazing.
Are there any other messages that stand out from the past week or so?
I was actually really happy. I got a message from Ram Burnett, so I did, and he just was saying, like, congratulations and stuff. Obviously, Ram Burnett being a 2-time world champion, and a boxer we ran and grew up with Ram when I was a kid, and he put a wee post up of me and him when we were younger, and like, I'm standing next to him, and it's crazy, like, because I idolised Ram for years and years, and I still do. So to see him, like, tweeting me and messaging me and stuff like that, it's amazing. Like, and you're going, someone who you look up to being able to text in, and like other boxers and stuff, and Katie Taylor and stuff. She wrote under one of my photos and stuff, and it's crazy. It's seriously, like, it doesn't seem real. I actually said this to someone the other day. I says, I actually feel like I'm going to wake up and just be like, it was all a dream at all. I don't know. So that's just what I feel like. But I was really, like, over the moon when Ryan sent that message, because I look up to Ryan, like, so much. And I remember when I was a kid, I always copied everything he'd done, sparred together. And he actually taught me stuff years ago, like, in the gym, that he probably didn't even realise he was teaching me. That stayed with me right up to now. Like, so it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Like, and there's just, as I said before, there's loads of people who played a massive part. I'm just like a wee small bit who just happens to do it on the TV at the minute at the Olympics. But there's just like a big, massive, like, there's just so much. Like, for instance, family, what they've give up to support me and Michaela, my girlfriend, what she's give up to support me too, and coaches, what they've give up their time to support us, and sponsors, what they've done to support us. So it's just like we're just that wee small bit, and there's just so much behind that goes on. But I'm just so grateful for the people that give up their time to help me at some stage of their life.
Ryan Burnett obviously was, one of the many Irish boxers who went a different route and decided to go the professional route from a relatively young age. And, I talk about drags on your time and people having a different interest in you now. I'm sure offers are going to come your way over the coming weeks and months about turning professional. Is it something you thought about pre-Olympics? Is it something you're thinking about now? Or have you your heart set on actually, particularly with the way it's ended up here, of Paris 3 years away, you want to be back there?
Oh, of course. Like when you see the likes of Ryan Burnett and stuff, and the level he got to, and it's incredible. Like, so God only knows, because I just, at the minute, like I've dreamt this moment for years and years, and to be actually in it, I just want to try and soak it all in, to be honest. I'm a person that don't like looking too far ahead. I just always try to be where I am, be where my feet are. That's something I've been saying to myself quite a lot lately. Be where your feet are, and I don't think you can go too far wrong. Obviously, I will plan when I get back and get back to my home and stuff. I will plan for the future, but for now, I'm just sort of soaking this all in and just sort of trying to enjoy it as much, because, as I say, even though we've been away for 6 weeks, it's went like a blink of an eye. So we're on the home straight now to get home. So, but I'll need to sit down when I get home and stuff and see what the future holds. But like this year alone, I'm a European medalist and I'm a big medalist. So it's crazy, and it's unbelievable. So I just want to try and enjoy it as much as I can, because nothing lasts forever, and it's just amazing. So I just want to try and enjoy it as much as possible.
Yeah. So you were back in the arena, were you, earlier today for Kelly Harrington's semi-final? What were your thoughts? What was the performance like? What was your view on it all?
Of course, Kelly's brilliant. Like not just as a boxer, but as an all-round athlete, absolutely brilliant. So to see her in the ring, obviously doing what she does best, and her movement and her skills, and she deserves to be where she is. So it's absolutely amazing. So just being able to be there and support her, that's history in itself. To be able to watch an Irish boxer get into the Olympic final, that's history. So I'm being sitting there watching it. So I'll be at the final too on Sunday watching that as well. And I believe that she's capable of winning the gold medal and creating more history, and to be there watching history being made, it's amazing. So not just for me, for the whole team, it's amazing, and for the whole country to be able to sit there and watch it, it's amazing. So she deserves it all, and I believe that she will go all the way and win the gold medal.
We certainly all hope so. She's such a vastly experienced fighter at this stage around the camp, and particularly around that boxing team who've spent so much time together over the last few years, probably more than ever with the lack of competition during COVID. What type of figure has she been in terms of being a leader of that group?
Of course, like Kelly's been on the team a long time, so, and she's well experienced, obviously won a lot of major medals in major tournaments, so I'm always just trying to learn off everyone. So even myself, not obviously just Kelly, but there's like obviously Brendan Irving, Kurt Walker, Emma Brennan, Team Michaela, who have all won major medals at tournaments. So I'm just trying to learn off everybody, and to see all these great athletes. What can you learn? And you're always learning. And for me, you have to be, I think, humble enough to say, like, it's okay to learn off people. You get people that say, like, you wouldn't want, don't need to learn this, you're always learning. So, and for me, not just in boxing, in life, to be able to learn off different people and to be able to learn off different things is massive. So, but obviously Kelly's a great role model for everyone, and I think everyone on the whole team is great role models in themselves. Like we're all respectful, we're all nice people, we're all good people, all from working class families, and all just trying to do our best. So it's great, and it's a good environment to be training in.
Yeah, and listen, we all will be up bright and early on Sunday morning hoping that Kelly Harrington can get Ireland's second gold medal of the Games. You said when you got your bronze medal in tribute to Michaela, if you could cut it in half, you would. You probably could cut it in half. Has she followed up on that?
Of course, I would happily cut it in half. And I will. Listen, that medal is not mine. There's so much people that went and there's just so much people that put a lot of time into me getting that. So for me, like that medal is pieces of it going to everyone. Obviously, I said Michaela, we share everything. So listen, I'd happily cut it in half for my sister. She played more than half a role in that medal. So it's amazing, obviously, to be able to share these memories with my sister. And as I say, she deserves so much, and I do truly believe in the future she'll have it all too as well, and more. And it's just obviously the draw she got, the fight she got, it was very close at the top level. Like if you're looking at the fights now, a lot of the fights they're like that, and it can go either way. So, but I believe obviously coming up next, the Commonwealth Games and stuff, and obviously there's other tournaments and stuff coming up. So I know that there's a lot of major medals coming our way, definitely.
Aidan, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Many congratulations again. You're on that most illustrious of lists of being an Olympic medalist from Ireland. Enjoy the next few days. Enjoy cheering on Kelly Harrington, and enjoy the homecoming. I'm sure there's going to be a big old party in West Belfast as well before you get to go off in the caravan.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to it, and that'll be good. It'll be good. I have to sort of pinch myself again when I get there. Say, I don't know. I'll wake up. Maybe I will wake up. Maybe it'll all be a dream. Who knows? Yeah.
You'll always be Aidan Walsh, Olympic medalist now. It's been great to talk to you. Mind yourself, Aidan.
Thank you very much. That's great. All the best.
Yeah, you're watching the Olympic show here on Off the Ball. Great to get an opportunity to chat with Aidan Walsh, and obviously keeping a very close eye on Kelly Harrington here on Off the Ball over the course of the weekend, and on the Olympic show, which is going to be coming away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into next week as well, as we continue to catch up with more of our Olympic medalists. It's all with thanks to Indeed, who are proud to support Team Ireland at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Indeed believes the world works better when people are given every opportunity to unleash their true talents. #Talent Unleashed. I'm delighted to be joined by Niamh Tallon of hersport.ie. How are you keeping, Niamh?
Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad. So, well, listen, we should probably start on Kelly Harrington. We touched on it quite a bit there with Aidan Walsh. Another early start, another victory. She's in an Olympic final and just a few minutes away from a gold medal. And we all expect now that Kelly Harrington will go on and give us a gold, which will make it, I think, the first time since 1932 that two separate Irish athletes have come away from the Games with a gold medal.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think everyone's really excited to see Kelly progress to the final. It's definitely not going to be an easy fight. Both herself and her opponent, Beatrice Ferreira, have been world boxing champions in recent years. Her opponent is regarded as one of the best amateur boxers in the world at the moment, but obviously, you know, we're all pinning our hopes on Kelly. It's been a phenomenal competition for her so far. You know, she'll be thrilled to have you know, guaranteed a silver medal, but she'll be certainly going in there seeking the gold. And I do really think that it is anybody's fight. You know, they've both been doing very well so far. They have the talent, both of them, but obviously we're hoping that Kelly Harrington will be bringing home a gold medal to Ireland.
So Ireland have 4 medals so far. We'll wait and see what it will be for Kelly Harrington, whether it'll be gold or silver. In terms of maybe nicking another one between now and the end of the Games, Natalia Coyle in the modern pentathlon. So this started early this morning, and it started with the fencing, and she's in third place. She's put herself right in contention.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Natalia has said previously that she's going there looking for a medal. This is her third Olympic Games. She competed in London and finished 9th, and she competed in Rio and finished 6th. And you know, she's hoping to improve by 3 more places to get herself on the podium, which would get her a bronze. But you know, she'll be obviously looking to do as best as she possibly can. She's put herself in a really strong position, currently in joint third on 238 points. And that was with the fencing, as you said. She won 23 of her 35 bouts, and she's 36 points off gold. There's a lot more to come, obviously, with modern pentathlon. She'll have the 200 metre swim tomorrow, followed by a bonus fencing round. Then there'll be the show jumping, and then there'll be the combined run and shoot. So there really is, you know, quite an amount of competition still to go. But look, this, as we said, this is her third Games. She has the experience. You know, and it really is something that is possible. She said herself that it was really good. She didn't know what the results were, and she also said that she didn't think that she'd look. She felt that she had started off really well and just felt really happy. So look, she's obviously you know, feeling confident, feeling happy with her performance so far. The swim will be first up at 6:48 a.m. tomorrow Irish time. So it's going to be a big day of competition for her, but she knows what it's all about. We'll be looking forward to seeing if she can pull it off, and I think it's definitely within her capabilities.
Yeah, as you say, the swim, we'll probably know an awful lot more after the swim as to how Natalia stands, because looking at her results from 2012 and 2016, the swim was maybe the one area where she fell down a little bit. But as you say, that bonus round of fencing where she's done so well at 7:45, and we'll know by 11:30 tomorrow then with the individual laser run exactly where Natalia Coyle finishes. So listen, hopefully she can use all that experience from the last two Olympic Games. A 9th, 6th and a move on to the podium will be very nice indeed. Elsewhere then today, looking at some of the Irish athletes, Tanya Watson, I know a lot of people have been watching this. The diving is always incredibly popular at the Olympics, and our ability to become instant experts at it. She finished 15th in the 10 metre platform semi-final.
Yeah, look, Tanya has, made history for Ireland. She's become the first Irish female diver competing at the Olympic Games. She had qualified for the semi-final in 16th place of 18. She started off in the semi-final today with two really, really good dives, and was actually sitting in 7th position after the second dive. She didn't perform as well on her third dive, which scored her 39.15 and moved her back to 15th place. These things happen, and she did manage to come back strongly and keep her composure on the next two rounds, scoring 56 in both. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get her through to the final. It was the top 12 to advance, and obviously she finished in 15th. She's a really young athlete. She's 19 years old. It's obviously her Olympic debut. There's loads more to come. She's been really consistent, I think, over the last kind of period of time, which is really exciting for Irish diving. With herself and Oliver Dingley pushing things forward. Obviously, part of that team as well was Claire Prine, who has been a role model, I think, for women in diving in Ireland as well. So there really is a lot more to come, I think, from this sport, and loads more to come from Tanya Watson herself.
Yeah, and I guess like an awful lot of the divers, if they're looking for inspiration, they'll be looking to somebody like Tom Daly, who had to wait until his 4th Olympic Games before he finally got that gold medal.
Absolutely. Look, there really is loads to come. Tanya is so young, and I think she has like a role model again in Oliver as well. That's his second Olympic Games for Ireland. It does seem like there's a lot of positive things coming out of diving in Ireland. So look, we'd be looking forward to seeing herself compete again, and there's some other Irish divers that really are competing well on the international stage as well.
The golf was a potential medal hope as well, with both Leona Maguire and Stephanie Meadow competing, and Leona Maguire in such sensational form. It's ended up, because of the weather, being a difficult tournament to call, because they would ordinarily be quite happy with where they are at the halfway stage, I guess, in a tie for 11th, but it may not be the halfway stage because the weather is due to deteriorate. They might play 54 holes, and actually, if they do cut it down to 3 rounds, they're probably a little bit too far back actually for the medals.
Yeah, no, it's interesting in terms of the weather. Obviously, there's been a few adjustments for some sports. The rowing was adjusted based on the weather as well. Stephanie Meadow had said that they had been trying to talk to McElroy and Shane Lowry to get advice, but the conditions were so different that it wasn't easy to get the advice from them. They really had a different game to be playing. At the moment, they're both 4 under par. They're, as you said, tied for 11th at the moment. They really have put themselves in good positions. Leona Maguire has been in really good form lately, so I think we could see her fight for a top 10 finish, possibly a podium if things happen to go her way. It's the second Olympic Games for the two athletes. Leona Maguire finished 21st and Stephanie Meadow in 31st in Rio, so I think they'll take that experience with them. They're both very competitive. They'll be looking to really, put out their best performances. And, it really will depend, as you said, like, is it going to be a 3-day tournament, or is it going to, have we 2 more days to go? They did very well today, pulling themselves forward, moving up to that 11th place. It is a 13-way tie, so it is very bunched up. There's a lot going on up there. So, the next round will really determine what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was listening to Leona Maguire after her round saying that it is a real element of confusion because she doesn't know how aggressive she needs to be, whereas she's to go and shoot the lights out if it is just a 3-round tournament, whereas if there's 4th you can play a bit more conservatively, but it seems they're not going to actually find out till that 3rd round starts, which isn't an ideal. And to put it into context when we're talking about the conditions, Lexi Thompson, who's one of the best golfers in the field, she's on her 3rd caddy for a 3rd day because the other 2 basically were so dehydrated because of the heat they couldn't continue and had to be taken off the course. So the temperatures at the moment obviously around Japan are insane, so it's making some of the competitions very, very difficult. Anything else, Niamh, that stood out or that we should be looking forward to over the next while?
I think that's looked at. All of those athletes are going to be in action tomorrow except for Tanya. So look, we'll see Leona Maguire, we'll see Stephanie Meadow, Kelly Harrington will be up, and Natalia Coyle. There's lots of action in terms of what's going on tomorrow, but also cycling news. We'll have Shannon McCurley and Emily Kay in Ireland's first Madison cycling team. It is Shannon's 2nd Olympics, but she's now joined by Emily Kay in that competition, so definitely something to tune into. There'll be a bit of excitement in terms of heading to the velodrome and seeing what track cycling is all about. It's a sport that's developing in Ireland. So look, there's loads of action tomorrow. If you want to enjoy the Olympic Games on their Friday.
I won't ask you to explain the Madison live on air, as I was trying to explain to my children earlier, or the Omnium. It just gets too bloody complicated. But it is well worth watching. The track cycling is always brilliant at the Olympics. So, keep a very close eye on that. Niamh, great stuff as always. Thanks for that.
Thanks a million. Talk to you later.
All right, that is the Olympic show here on Off the Ball, with thanks to Indeed, proudly supporting Team Ireland at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Indeed believes the world works better when people are given every opportunity to unleash their true talents. You can use the hashtag #TalentUnleashed. We're back tomorrow with the next Olympic show. Who knows, maybe we'll be talking about a medal for Natalia Coyle. We'll talk to you then.
The Olympic show on OTB Sports with Indeed, proud partner of Team Ireland.